Dun dun dun!
Hey everyone, this is Naru again. I just finished making the other video, which was the update and thank you video, and now this is the video that I promised for. Well, I got an idea from one of the comments about making a top 5 yaoi video, and here it is finally. Whoa! And before I begin, let me just introduce April. That is April. Usually she's not as shy. She usually talks a lot more.
Did I have to say something?
You didn't have to, but...
Hi, my name's April Black.
Where can they find you? Do you have a YouTube channel?
It's April Black. If you can find it, it's there.
What she said. So that's April. She has a YouTube channel. I should let you all know right now, I probably mentioned it in the other video I just made, I'm not at my place, I'm at April's place right now, and some of her roommate floor mates just came in, and they just saw me with this laptop making video. Okay, so yes, that is April. She has a YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description. She kind of has more vloggy kind of videos.
Artistic type videos.
Artistic, vloggy, as if we're both artists, so it's
I'll start making actual videos of myself talking about stuff soon, though.
That's what she says. Make sure you comment and tell her, hey, April, get on your shit. Okay, you made promises, keep them. So yeah, I'll put her stuff in the description. But anyway, this is the top 5 yaoi video. Yes! Oh, finally! Okay, I actually have a list here, or else I would not be able to remember things. I guess I should tell you my criteria for choosing the top 5. My top 5. These are my top 5. I don't expect any of you to abide by these rules, guidelines, whatever. So my criteria, I guess, is I get that a lot of yaoi sometimes doesn't always have a good storyline or a plot line. Sometimes it's just smexy content. I get that, that's fine. Sometimes I want to read something that really doesn't have anything too serious or deep. But for these top 5, these are ones that I think have good stories, good characters, and they're pretty sexy and hot. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't put them in any order though because I really like all these 5, so these top 5 are not in any particular order from like best to least greatest or anything. Of my top 5 in no particular order. But for the first one, I do have to go with my first yaoi, which was JUNJOU ROMANTICA. I found it on YouTube by accident because I was just looking for an anime to watch, and I'm like, oh, this looks like a cute thumbnail. Let's watch the video. And I quickly realized that it was 2 guys, and I was just like, what? And then I found that it was a manga, and I read it, and I fell in love, because it's very comedic. I really like both of the characters, and they're actually really good. It's really good content, especially with the main couple, Usagi and Misaki, because the manga, especially if you read the manga, guys, the manga, even though the anime is great, you have to read the manga, because you see Misaki develop first. When they first meet, he's in high school, just for a little bit, then he's a college student, but then he's growing up, he's becoming an adult, he has to get a job, and Usagi's family learns, like, oh, Usagi has Misaki, and he has to, like, get approval from, like, the family, and it's actually a big deal, because you realize that Misaki's brother doesn't know anything. Will he come out to him? This whole deal with the relationship is really interesting, and that's one of the reasons why it's my top 5, even though it's still not finished yet, and it was my first, so I have to honor it. The next one I'm talking about is HARU wo DAITE ita. I'll put in the description, I'll be putting links to not only the animes, but also where you can find them as a manga, because all of these are also mangas as well as, like, anime or OVAs or OVAs, however you pronounce that. So HARU wo DAITE ita, I'm sure you guys know, but to try to sum it up, two guys, obviously, because Yaoi, but they're both actors, and of course, once they're actors, there are certain constant things interrupting the relationship, which is like paparazzi, rumors, their careers, rivals, that sort of thing. And you see, one of the things I like about this, because these two men are equals. No one, even though there's the guy that's usually top and there's the guy that's usually the bottom, Seme Uke, sometimes they do interchange, but on an emotion level and on levels they're equals. They treat each other as equals. No one is more man than the other, and that's what I really like about it, is that they have to respect each other as individuals, dependent men. No one's more feminine. These are two very manly men, and they can handle themselves, and they're dependent on each other for support, but no one babies the other, and no one forces the other, and such. And I really like the relationship, and it's actually pretty realistic. I think that's one of the reasons why I really like it. Again, I'll put links in the description because you guys gotta check these people out. The next one I'm talking about, this is where it gets really sexy, I guess, is, I have to say it because it's popular. You guys probably already know it without me having to say it. It is You're My Love Prize in Viewfinder. Guys, not only is it like, it's not really an anime because it's kind of pictures, but the anime honestly let me down a bit. It wasn't that impressive. Not really. I'd rather read the manga or listen to the BLCD. And if you don't know what a BLCD is, it's a boys love CD. You hear everything. Go check that out too. I do like the story. I do like the characters. Of course, for me particularly, I'm a little iffy on the whole that Asami kind of forced Akishiko. I'm so sorry if I butchered that name, but the Seme kind of forced the Uke. I'm a little iffy on those kind of things, especially with the rape and the stuff. And but when they actually kind of start to get on more equal levels and actually sort of more into an actual relationship, I love it. I like how funny it's kind of dark because obviously one of them is Yakuza, and it deals with like Yakuza things and violence, but somehow it still remains comedic, and also it's just fucking sexy, so it had to be in my top 5. And then finally, for the last one I'm going to mention, isn't actually particular yaoi, like not an official yaoi, but my OTP, Sasunaru, Sasuke Naruto. I'm really into Sasunaru doujinshis, so I don't have a particular one. I can't remember the title anyway, not at the top of my head. I'm so sorry. But I had to include it in my top 5 because the Sasunaru are really the only doujinshis that I read. In case you don't know, but you should already. If you're a real fangirl, you know this. Yaois and doujinshis are different because doujinshis are pairings of characters that aren't actually in a yaoi and that aren't official, but we make it official because we support the fandoms and we make it official. It's real. Don't make fun of it. Anyway, so that's the difference between an actual yaoi, like it's meant to be homosexual, and the doujinshis, which make things that weren't homosexual. But let's be real. The reason why we make them homosexual is because they definitely hinted at it. Like, how many of you guys have read a manga with 2 male characters that are really good friends, or whatever you would like to call them, and they totally hinted at homosexual tendencies? 07 Ghost, Naruto, Kuroko no Basket, Shingeki no Kyojin. You know. Don't deny. You know. You right there. Don't deny it. You know the truth. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And that's all from Naru for now. Say bye, April. April! Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.